Man, I'm nervous. All right, here we go. So what's up, everybody? So here we go. 2-year update for Linx post-surgery. If you haven't seen it, I did another video, my 1-year update on the Linx surgery, post-surgery, but unfortunately I lost that email. So I'm gonna place a link to that video below if you haven't seen it. So I've been feeling a lot better. And I've made some diet changes that I wanted to share with you. And if anybody's out there struggling with some gut issues or anything like that, hopefully these tips will help you feel better ASAP. And if you're thinking about getting the surgery, hopefully these tips will help you to a speedy recovery and not suffer like I suffered throughout this process. So first off, I want to start off with some references that helped me get to this point. So drkellyann.com. She has a website, 8 tips to reset your gut and get rid of inflammation. Eatthis.com. Foods, 28 best and worst foods for acid reflux. Biooptimizers.com. Biooptimizers, they sell probiotics and things like that. But the thing about biooptimizers.com is that they have a great email list. Sign up for the email list. The information that you get from them is going to be priceless. I mean, anything from anything that has to do with gut health, they have webinars on that stuff, and it's just a great email list to be a part of. Another thing about that is that they have a 100% money back guarantee on their product. So if you try it and it doesn't work, you can't lose because you get your money back. So definitely check them out. Biooptimizers.com. YouTube channel, Stephen James, Project Like Mastery. He has a lot of great videos on life in general. In particular, he has a great advice on diet and to maximize your productivity. So check him out. Thank you to everybody in the Linx forums and YouTube and just online in general who've placed information on diet, on Linx, on anything that's helped me get to this point. I appreciate you guys for taking the time out to post your struggles. So let's start with so I'm off of PPIs as of November of last year. So I want to talk about how I was able to get off of those PPIs. So I tried to do a cold turkey, and the doctor told me not to do it, and my hard-headed ass tried to just stop cold turkey anyways. And that was a big mistake, and I recommend that you don't try that. So what I did was I was on 40 milligram PPIs. I slowly tapered down to 20 milligrams. Now, I apologize if I didn't note this. You have to be on a somewhat good diet to try to, I believe you do, to try to come off of these PPIs. So at least that's what helped for me, is being on a strict diet, and that helped. So what I did was I tapered down to the 20 milligram PPIs, and what I did was I was doing a 20 milligram PPI every 3 days, and then every day in between I was doing an H2 blocker. So 20 milligram PPI every 3 days, and then an H2 blocker in between. So I started that process on September 22nd, 2018, and by November 1st, I was off of PPIs, November 1st of 2018. And let's see, and towards the last days of the PPIs, I was just doing 10 milligram acid controllers just to hold me over until I was brave enough to come off with them completely. And now that was a challenge mentally and physically, so be patient with yourself when trying to get off of those things. That was really tough, but you can do it, man. If I could do it, you can do it too. I want to thank everybody for their comments, good and bad, in the first video. Thank you to everybody for your encouragement and your helpful tips, and I really appreciate that. I want to apologize for an incorrect reference that I made on that first video. So I had stated that the Linx does not get rid of Gerd, and I would say that is incorrect. I wasn't patient enough with the process, and I stand here today, heartburn free, Gerd free, whatever you want to call it. I do have some. I did have some complications, I guess, that are associated with the Linx, but I'll deal with those any day rather than deal with the heartburn. So just a quick recap. My injury occurred in late 2000. My hiatal hernia injury occurred in late 2016. I was on 40 milligram PPIs. Had surgery April 2017. After the surgery, I felt terrible. I had stomach burning, brain fog, nausea, digestion issues, trouble sleeping, gastritis, horrible stomach growling, battled depression. I did every test that you can even imagine to try to figure out what was wrong with me after the surgery. Did multiple endoscopies, colonoscopy, gallbladder tests, pancreas tests, multiple H. pylori tests, stool tests. They found nothing, and they couldn't explain why I felt the way I felt. All my surgeon would keep saying is, what are you eating? What are you eating? Pay attention to what you're eating. And that didn't register until recently, and it's made a big difference. And I'm gonna cover that here in a second. If someone is watching this video that has been fortunate enough to have the Linx surgery and even been more fortunate not to have any issues, I'm very happy for you. I'm very happy for you. But at the same time, please don't downplay what someone else may be experiencing, because there is other people out there that unfortunately have not had the same results. So hopefully with these tips, my goal is to help you, if you're having the surgery, hopefully to speed up your recovery. And if you're having issues right now, hopefully these tips will help you feel better and get your life back. Let's see. Sorry, I'm not a pro at this. I'm trying to do the best I can here. So let's start with the tips. So obviously we're gonna start with the obvious, and that's working out and cardio. That's obviously gonna give you better overall health, period. I waited about a year to lift weights after the surgery, just because I was scared of the hiatal hernia or the Linx moving. I was just scared, so I waited about a year. So now I'm able to work out, do CrossFit. I haven't got back to my true love, which is jiu-jitsu. I'm still scared for this Linx to move around or anything like that, but I definitely will do that. And I'll update another video probably next year or something like that for the 3-year update. One of the biggest things that helped me recover from all that brain fog and nausea and that stomach stuff was going gluten-free. So I went gluten-free, and first I tried this multi-grain gluten-free bread, but the digestive doctor told me to stay away from multigrains because that causes gas. And I will say that gas in combination with the Linx is a bad combination. So he recommended to get a white gluten-free bread, which I did. This one is called Little Northern Bakehouse, and it tastes great too. And this going gluten-free has really helped with the stomach issues that I was having and things like that. Here's a gluten-free pasta that this is brown rice pasta. So there's a lot of alternatives out there to gluten. So just try it. If you're not feeling better, just give it a few days, maybe give it a week. Let your body adjust and see if you feel better not eating gluten. As far as energy levels, my energy levels are through the roof since I stayed away from the gluten. I actually did develop a gluten sensitivity after the surgery too. I don't know how, but I did. So, and that's another reason why I stopped eating that. Try to make a conscious effort to drink lots of water. With the Linx, it's not very fun to eat. I'm not gonna lie, it's not very fun to eat. And it's not as easy to eat as it was prior to having it. And it's not as easy to drink water or anything like that. So you have to make an effort to get down enough water. And once I made that effort, my digestion got better. My overall health just got better. The stomach growling got better. My sleep got better. So just make a conscious effort to drink lots and lots of water, as much as you can every single day. I prefer spring water because they say the minerals in spring water are good for you. It doesn't taste as good as purified water, but you know, it is what it is. Try to stay on a strict, low inflammatory diet, easy to digest foods, stay away from processed foods. Do some research on intermittent fasting. If you're having gut issues right now and digestive issues, intermittent fasting gives your digestive system a break, and it gives it a chance to rest and digest the food that you've already eaten. So that has been a huge help in feeling better up until this point. Where are we at on time?
10 minutes.
Oh, cool. So I'm gonna start going through this food stuff that's basically helped me get to this point and feel a lot better. Bone broth. Bone broth. This helps heal the gut. This helps heal the gut lining. If you're battling with, I don't know, if you're just battling with gut issues, I don't want to try to sound like a doctor because obviously I'm not. But bone broth is great for the gut. And again, drkellyann.com on how to reset your gut. She mentions this, and this is where I got this from actually. So I drink 1 cup of this a day, I think for like 3 months straight. And it tastes like shit. Excuse my language, I apologize, but it tastes bad. This is a Sprouts brand, so it's just bone broth. But there is some better tasting one that I'm gonna share with you right now. Like this one tastes good actually. This is Kettle and Fire bone broth, but this has a lot of additives like paprika and things like that. So this kind of upset my stomach, and so I stayed away from this one. But this did taste the best. So hopefully, you know, if you could try this one, it doesn't bother you, great. They have a beef one also. This is a Walmart brand one, and this one's expensive too, but it tastes great. This is a Walmart brand one, and this one tastes good also, but it also has additives, and that gave me some burning and some issues, so I stayed away from this one also. Let's see, Udo's oil is good for overall health. These are omega fatty acids and DHA, omega 3, 6, 9 blend, and this is vegan also. This is good for overall health. This works great. Actually, I feel great when I do this, when I drink that. Probiotics. I prefer the cold version of the probiotics. This is 100 billion live cultures, but let me speak on prebiotics. So I just learned about prebiotics and from BioOptimizers actually. Prebiotics are the food to probiotics. Before I was just taking these alone. And they actually sell probiotics that contain prebiotics with it, but I choose to do it separate. I just want to know what I'm taking. So I take these every day with the shake in my protein shakes. And then I do, when I was really going hard, like on the bone broth and things like that, I was taking this every day. But I started to scale back about once every 2 days or so, taking these with the meal. But I would do the prebiotics every day because that's considered the fertilizer for the probiotics. And I got this brand Hyperbiotics off of Amazon. And it doesn't taste like anything. You could take it with water or your protein shake. Vitamin D3, vitamin B12 for energy. Because caffeine is one of the don't do's on the acid reflux diet. This really does help with energy. So that is very helpful. Let's see, MCT oil is a good fat, and this also helps with energy. You can drop this in your coffee or your tea. I do decaffeinated or caffeine-free ginger tea is very good for inflammation issues, and it also seals. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. It also helps soothe your gut. If you're having some issues in your gut, drink some ginger tea. It's very, very helpful. As far as a snack goes, rice cakes. If you're looking for tortilla chips, these are called Siete grain-free tortilla chips. These taste great. They're made in avocado oil, so that's a good thing. Almond milk. I try to stay away from dairy, so I do unsweetened almond milk. I stay away from white sugar. So if you do have to do sugar, you want to stick with the raw cane sugar if you can. This is L-glutamine. This is supports intestinal and immune health. So you can drop this in your shakes. Where we at, Mama?
15.
On time? 15 minutes? Okay. Organic raw honey. So for a snack, instead of sugar, I'll do organic raw honey with some toast and grass-fed butter. Man, this is so good. This grass-fed butter. I don't do dairy. I'm gonna talk about the dairy here in a second, but I do the grass-fed butter, and it tastes great, and it's good for you. It has a lot of anti-inflammatory benefits, so definitely try this. HCl pepsin. Thank you to the person that left a comment in the first video about HCl pepsin. I didn't try it yet, but I've heard this does help some people, so definitely talk to your doctor before trying this. Here's a digestive probiotic this is a probiotic with prebiotics inside of it. These kind of gave me a little gas, so that's why I choose to take it separate. But hopefully this will work for you also. There's a lot of brands out there. So we did the honey. So I started staying away. I got away from whey protein. I didn't know whey protein contained dairy, and once I stopped drinking whey protein, I found I got a lot of relief without gas or anything like that. So now I do the veggie protein. It takes a little getting used to the texture and the taste, but once you do, it's easy work from there. But I have felt a lot better since I stopped drinking whey protein. When I was battling the gut issues and the inflammatory issues, I started having prostate problems, and came across an article that said eat 2 Brazilian nuts a day if you're having prostate issues, as far as urinating and things like that. So if you know anybody that's having prostate issues, 2 Brazilian nuts a day have helped with that, and I no longer have those issues. I apologize if I'm all over the place. Just trying to get as much information in here as I can. Another thing that's gotten me back to almost 100% is going to the chiropractor. I started going twice a week when I really felt bad, and now I've tapered down to twice a month. And the best way I can explain the chiropractor benefits is that basically look at it like your body as your car. If you drive your car without getting any maintenance on it, eventually your car is going to break down. So definitely I think about my body the same way, and it has helped out a lot. This sounds a little weird, but mixing in cold showers every once in a while, or after you take a hot shower, turn on the cold water for like 2 minutes and sit under that. And if you can look that up on YouTube or on Google, and that has a lot of health benefits overall, taking cold showers. Things to stay away from as far as going on an anti-inflammatory diet. So you want to cook with extra virgin olive oil, no canola oil, no vegetable oil, no corn oil, no fast food, no dairy, no white sugar, no red meat, no popcorn, no peanut butter, no jelly. Only use 100% maple syrup, no high fructose corn syrup, no tomatoes or salsa, no spicy stuff, no hot sauce, no pork, no alcohol, no smoking, no mayonnaise, saturated fats or trans fats, no candy, especially gummy candies, no white table sugar, no corn or tortilla chips, highly inflammatory, no soda or carbonation, no citrus, limes, oranges, lemons, or anything like that. I guess give everything a try. Your outcome may be different. These are things that I had to go down a list and eliminate for me to get back to where I am today. I know the diet sounds terrible and it sounds boring, especially when you see somebody eating a nice, greasy Pizza Hut pan pizza, buttered crust and all that, but the energy and the mental clarity that you have from eating clean, there's no comparison. It really does make a difference what you put in your body. And I know it's tough and it's a battle, but you know, if I can do it, you can do it too. So I just want to cover some questions from the first video. So did you have heartburn after surgery? Yes, I did have heartburn after surgery. Where we at?
20 minutes.
So yes, I did have heartburn after surgery. That I was on the PPIs after surgery also, and that lasted for at least, I would say, over a year. But I believe that if you tighten up your diet and you do the correct things, that you can shorten that time. Bad breath and white tongue. Yes, I did have that for quite a while after surgery, and that gradually got better as my diet got better. And I also started using a tongue scraper, which I should have been using anyways, but I started using a tongue scraper, and that definitely helped with the bad breath. How much did it cost? Honestly, I don't know. I'm just grateful that my insurance covered it, and the rest was history. Once they said they would cover it, I was under the knife. Do you still get voice hoarseness? That lasted for at least a year or so after surgery, but now it's very, very, very rare that I have voice hoarseness. Probably have it now a little bit because I'm nervous as hell doing this video, and I got cotton mouth. But yeah, that does get better over time. Somebody said that my comment on the first video was bullshit about traveling with the card, going through airport security. I would like to say that's not bullshit. I'm just relaying what the surgeon told to me. So I have traveled internationally and domestic since the surgery with the Linx, and I had no issues. I didn't have to show the card or anything, but he told me to carry it just in case. I had a bracelet made on Amazon. I believe I mentioned that in the first video, that states that I have the Linx implant around my esophagus. So God forbid if I'm ever in a car accident or anything like that, they don't throw me under an MRI machine and then, you know, the rest is history after that. What's good about the surgery is that I don't have heartburn anymore. That's life-changing. It was a long process, but I feel 100 times better. What's bad about the surgery is the recovery sucks, the nausea, the digestion issues, challenges, learning how to eat again, and it's mentally challenging. Let's see, living with the device physically and mentally, I feel pretty normal as far as living with the device every day. Sometimes I'm very analytical, so sometimes I can't help but wonder, like, what if this thing breaks? Like, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna pass out if it breaks? So that's one of the challenges of having the device, but other than that, I feel pretty normal on a day-to-day basis. And I'm just gonna be honest, like, this has been a struggle, but it has changed me as a person. And if you are going through some issues right now with this, I would say, I just want to say, stay strong, don't give up, stay positive, and it does get better. And just watch your diet, and things will get better and turn around, and use your obstacles as an opportunity for growth, because I definitely am not the same person before I went through this. Let's see. So if you're thinking about having the surgery, plan healthy meals for your post-surgery diet. I made the mistake of eating jelly, peanut butter and jelly, not sandwiches, but peanut butter and jelly bars for my quick to-go meal for post-surgery, and that was a mistake. If you combining that with the PPIs, I believe gave me a lot of internal issues as far as inflammation and things like that, because I was eating like 6 of those a day and not digesting them very well, and I think that gave me a lot of the problems that I was experiencing after surgery. So definitely plan your meals, and I think that'll help speed up the recovery process.
5 minutes.
Got 5 minutes? Okay. Let's see. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank you, whoever invented the Linx. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank all the doctors out there for what you do and your skill. I want to thank everybody that's posted on the Linx forums and on YouTube and on the internet. Anything has been very much appreciated as far as going through this journey. And I just want to let everybody know that you're not alone out there, and that the process will get better, and stay strong. Let's see. And I think that's about it. I'm gonna post a email in the description. So if I missed anything or if you have a question, I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. I'm not on social media, so I'll try to answer the email as much as I can. So again, I hope everybody hopefully you can get some value out of this, and I hope you feel better going through this process, and take care. Till next video.